What's up, wrestling fans? I bet you thought these videos were over just because the midgets left town. And I know I'm sad about the midgets leaving town. I know you're sad, but they had to head back up to the North Pole and help Santa Claus build all them shitty toys for your kids to break the day they pull them out of the fucking boxes. But just because the midgets ain't here doesn't mean the wrestling isn't gonna still go on. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna bring you a match my goddamn self that you fans at home ain't never seen. And this is a match that happened over a fucking dispute that they had in the Cahokia Subdivision Homeowners Association about what kind of flags they can hang up in their subdivision. And there's only one way to settle shit in Cahokia, and that's with violence. And I'll catch you later, motherfuckers.
There's a time to be civil and a time to be uncivilized. As you can see right here, we're at the Grizzly Stadium in Cahokia, Illinois. And you know when you're in Cahokia, Illinois, then the time to be uncivilized. And these four men, Billy McNeil and Curtis Wylde, are going to team up and go against Shane Vincent and the Masked Intern. And they're going to solve a dispute that they had at the Homeowners Association in the subdivisions of Cahokia Wrestling Federation here. And the differences these four men had were over flag ordinances that they had in their Homeowners Association handbook. And Billy McNeil agreed to hold up his end of the bargain. Curtis Wylde agreed to hold up his end of the bargain. Billy McNeil took down his coexist flag. Curtis Wylde took down his Dale Earnhardt Memorial flag with the stars and bars on it. But, however, Sean Vincent did not take down his Canadian flag, and those two guys said, well, if he's not going to take his flag down, we ought to team up and beat his ass. And Shane Vincent didn't have any friends, so he got into the retard institution, and he got out the Masked Intern. And the Masked Intern is a gun for hire. However, he has to ride the short bus to the events. As you can see, that's enough about the Masked Intern. We can see right here a big Irish whip into the ropes, and Billy McNeil with a big forearm smash right across Sean Vincent's mug there, his loud mouth. And now we can see Billy McNeil's got him by his legs, and he goes, boom, a big move that he does, and that move's called jacking off into the ceiling fan. He goes for the tag, he goes over to Curtis Wylde and gets the tag, because the jacking off into the ceiling fan will put you down for 15 minutes or so while you have a refractory period. And Curtis Wylde with a big double axe handle across the back of Sean Vincent, and Sean Vincent is trying to go to his friends for a tag. He's trying to get the Masked Intern into this match so the Masked Intern can stir shit up and take a beating for a while, because even though the match just started, Sean Vincent has been the recipient of a few decent moves, and now we can see Curtis Wylde has got a side headlock on Sean Vincent, as Sean Vincent is able to wiggle loose. However, he just wiggled loose into a twisting arm buster, and the twisting arm buster into the key lock. Oh, he turns him around. Oh, a nice hip toss right there, right on his back, and Sean Vincent's trying to kick out. The referee's looking for a pin here, but if anybody's a fan of pro wrestling or real wrestling, I know you can't get a pin that fast. 1, 2, and he kicked out. No shit, he kicked out. The match just started. And what do we got here? It looks like Sean Vincent was able to roll Curtis over and try to get a pin himself. That wasn't going to work. Everybody knows that. All right, the Masked Intern's in here. And let me specify. Oh, big Curtis Wylde with some big punches. The Masked Intern ain't having it. Let me specify. Earlier in the match, I said that the Masked Intern, they had to pick him up from the retard facility. However, he's not a retard. That's a resident in the facility. He actually works at the facility, and that's why he's an intern. He can't get his doctor's degree because it overlaps with his wrestling license, and they won't let you have that in the state of Illinois. As we see Billy McNeil, boom, a double long stomper into the back of the Masked Intern, and now we can see he's all riled up, and he's ready to take this big man on. Billy McNeil with a kick to the face, boom, another tasseled kick to the face, and now a big forearm smash. Billy McNeil, what's he going for here? What's he gonna do? The Masked Intern is not to be taken lightly. See, I told you. He's not to be taken lightly as he reverses the situation and just feels him across the ring, or beals him, or whatever they say. And let me tell you something else. Now he's got him back to the corner. He lines him up. Boom! A big Ric Flair chop. Billy McNeil is selling it to the gills. And now we can see Sean Vincent's got his foot up on the ropes. Boom! And the Masked Intern rammed Billy McNeil's face right into it. As I was saying, the Masked Intern is an orderly at the retard facility. And that means he likes to beat up on the retarded people when nobody's looking. And they must have tagged right there. I didn't call that because I was talking about my other shit. And we see a big monkey flip. Oh, that was sweet. And the reason the monkey flip is an effective move is because when somebody throws you up in the air and then you land down on your back and you go about 4 or 5 feet up in the air, that shit hurts. And now we can see Sean Vincent is manhandling Billy McNeil. He's turning him around and he's giving him a move called the abdominal stretch. He's stretching him out. He's fucking gives him a little couple chops in his armpit there. And that, I don't know how that's effective, but he's doing it. He ripped his armpit hair out. That's disgusting. I hope he doesn't save it. I hope that he doesn't try to sell it on eBay. But I can never underestimate how wrestlers are going to behave because they're a different breed if you don't know yourself. And now we can see the two men are standing back up. He takes Billy over to the corner, and now he's back over there by the masked intern. He tagged the masked intern, and while he doesn't really have a dog in this fight, he did team up with Sean Vincent because he wanted to fight Billy McNeil, because Billy McNeil looks like one of the nurses that works at the retard facility that is always telling on the masked intern when he tried to have like retarded fight club over there. He tried to make two retarded dudes fight, and Billy McNeil look-alike caught him, and Billy McNeil with a peg leg kick. But like I was saying, he gets caught trying to make the retards fight each other, and the nurse that looks like Billy McNeil tells on him, so he gets in trouble, and he gets a 1-day suspension without pay. As we can see, Curtis Wylde got tagged in, and now he's punching him. And we can see he pops off with another big elbow here. The masked intern is stunned, and he's on wobbly legs here. A third big elbow, and that's able to put the big man down on his back. And Curtis Wylde goes for a pin right there. I think that's a little bit premature. Sean Vincent kind of half-ass kicks him in the head, and the referee's like, hey, dickhead, you got to tag in and out of these kinds of matches because this is what's called a tag team match. And now we can see Curtis Wylde takes the intern over to the corner, and he tags into Billy McNeil. Billy McNeil comes into the ring here, and he hits him with a Ric Flair chop right in his face. And boom, Curtis with a Ric Flair chop of his own to try to level it out. And now we can see Billy McNeil goes and kicks him in the head, and now he's going, what's he setting him up for? Is he setting him up for a cutter type of maneuver, or is the referee right in the fucking way? Referees are notorious. Boom, what kind of suplex DDT maneuver was that? That did not look like he landed correctly. That looked like Billy McNeil's spine was compressed down like an accordion. And if he's able to recover from this, he's more of a man than I would be. And now we can see the Canadian dickhead is in the ring, and he's flexing on the top of Billy McNeil. He didn't even do any moves. Billy McNeil said, fuck you, dick smoker. I'm going to do this move to you right here. What do you think about this? And he's like, I got you now, you son of a bitch. I gave you a fucking whirly bird fucking leg bender. And now he's got a crossface move on him. And they call that move the Billy McCrossface because it's basically a crossface crippler, but we're going to just call it the Billy McCrossface because that's what wrestling announcers do. They just change a little bit of shit around, even though it sounds stupid as fuck. And now we can see right here, the masked intern's reaching. Oh, he got his leg on the rope. That means Billy's supposed to break the hold. But I highly doubt if the situation was reversed that Shane Vincent would break the hold, or Sean Vincent, whatever his name is. And now the two men are back up on their feet. And we can see right here, they're doing something. He puts him on the second rope. What's he gonna do? And it looks like the masked intern is gonna come over and choke Billy McNeil with the ropes while Sean Vincent fucking distracts the referee. And now the referee didn't see that rope choke in action. He's like, hey, retard, you better not choke him. And he's like, I didn't do shit, man. And now we can see Billy McNeil's laid out on the ropes there. Hey, Sean Vincent puts his balls on the back of his neck and says, you like them balls, bitch? You like my nut bag on your back of your neck here? And Billy McNeil said, dude, that's fucking gross. And then Shane Vincent said, that's not half as gross as about what I'm about to do to you, as he Irish whips him into the ropes, and Billy grabs the ropes and stops it. And then Billy puts his balls on the back of Shane Vincent's head, and he goes for a move right here. He goes for a sunset flip into a pin, and the sunset flip teabag was not enough to put Sean Vincent away. He really wants to be able to hang that Canadian flag up in their subdivision. And Billy McNeil really wants to make his way over to Curtis Wylde and get a tag. As we can see, both men are laid out right here. And they're both inching their ways to their respective tag team partners. And they're crawling. They're slow to get to the move. They're slow to get to what's going on here. It looks like they're not going to try to further pin here. It looks like they're going to try to beat each other's asses a little bit more. As we can see, Shane Vincent kicks Billy in the face and then hits him with a European uppercut. And Billy almost got a tag there. I don't think he got a tag. And now we can see he tried to whip him over. They're whipping each other around. We got an arm wringer, and now we can see right here that arm wringer is a powerful move. However, Billy McNeil, I think, is able to fight through it, and he wrenches it one more time just to put a little extra torque onto it as he makes his way up to the second rope. And now we can see from the second rope, he's wrenching his arm, and Billy McNeil said, fuck you, and he punched him with an uppercut while he was on that second rope. Now he's sitting on the top rope. Billy McNeil is laying on the floor. However, Billy McNeil is going to do his best to try to climb his way up and either make a tag or try to kick that guy right in his balls while he's up there. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. However, I do know that this is a pivotal point in the match, and it looks like Billy goes for the Frankensteiner, and the Frankensteiner's a super devastating move because what happens is he jumps up, he puts his balls in your face, wraps his legs around your head, does a backflip, spikes you on your head, so you get balls in your face, spiked on your head, and as you can see, Billy McNeil's trying to make his way over the ropes. Curtis Wylde's clapping him on, trying to encourage him to make it there because Curtis Wylde wants that hot tag. And he knows that after the Frankensteiner, if he gets that hot tag, Shane Vincent is going to be easy pickings. Now, if he can just make the hot tag before the masked intern gets in the ring, Billy McNeil with another peg leg, that should put Shane Vincent down as he gets over and he gets the hot tag. And here comes Curtis Wylde. And Curtis Wylde is going to deliver big fucking forearm smashes right to the mug of the Canadian ass blaster, Shane Vincent. And he gives him another one. And boom, that should put him down. Curtis Wylde's hyping up the crowd because he knows he's going to win this motherfucker right now. And he's so sure of himself, he goes over. Oh, the masked intern grabbed him. And the masked intern has something in his hands. It's that flag that was the cause of all these troubles to begin with. And he tries to hit Curtis with it. And he ducked. The wily veteran ducked. He wasn't going to get hit in the head of the Canadian flag. He swung at him again. He missed. And boom, he gave him a sidewalk slam. And now we can see he goes over to Billy McNeil for that tag. And now we can see Curtis's wife, Tammy's up on the ring apron shouting words of encouragement to the boys. And she's like, fuck the homeowners association. I want to have a trampoline in my backyard. As we can see Billy McNeil's on the top ropes. And now we can see he's going for it. He's going to do it all right here. He's going to put this Canadian jerk off out of his misery. Boom, with a super fly splash. And Curtis Wylde's quick to go for the pin. However, the referee's not quick to go for jack shit. And Billy McNeil's like, fuck it, I'll count 1, 2, 3. And there you go. Curtis Wylde and Billy McNeil won the match. I don't know why the referee didn't count it. And now the masked intern's coming back in the ring with a chair. And Curtis Wylde's like, got the flag. And he's like, I'll stick this flag up your ass and then we'll never have to see it again. And then the masked intern's like, fuck you, I'll beat your brains in this chair, old timer. And now we can see the referee that didn't want to count 2 seconds ago is trying to hold the boys apart. I don't know why he's worried about law and order all of a sudden now when he didn't fucking do the count like he was supposed to. And he's a fucking shitty ref. And now we can see Tanya's over there. She's yelling, fuck you, homeowners association. We're putting a trampoline in the backyard. And we're going to have all our friends over and have huge parties where we ride motorcycles down the street and pop wheelies. And all us other broads are going to have our tits out. And Billy McNeil, Curtis, and Tanya are giving each other high fives saying, fuck yeah, they're all going to have their tits out. And now we can see Shane Vincent and the masked intern in the ring together. And they're not. What are they doing? I don't like the looks of this. I wish they'd stop doing it. Let's pan the camera away. Let's get a look at those 3 victorious winners right there on their way back to the dugout.